Hey! Let's turn that down a little bit there. I hope everyone's doing alright. Yep, did I check my water before I started stream? Oh, nice. My water's actually doing good. Alright. Once again, no fancy setup today, and by fancy setup I mean large black piece of paper. I'm just kind of trying to pump out as many of these dungeon tiles as I can. I was doing a bunch of... Oh god, where am I going to put these? I'm going to put them in there. There we go. Yeah, that's a solution. Hello, Leica! How are you today? You're the first person here to talk. How is my audio? Is my audio okay? Is my audio garbage? Is anything too loud? Lord knows I do not test anything before I start my stream. Let's get this back here a bit. Is this at an angle? It is at an angle. Let's try to slowly adjust that. Is that better? Nope, still pretty angled. Eh. Is that... No, that's not straight. There we go. Audio's fine. Doing okay. Still need to write an elevator pitch for a speech later. Oh, cool. Is this for school? Is this for... Are you taking a course? Or is this for a business? Are you proposing something? This is for your friend's RPG. My gosh, I am like working with like literally negative space right now. How do I ever do this? You know what? I bet it's all these green paints I have here. I bet they are blocking me from pushing the keyboard. Worse! D&D, helping your friends Kickstarter. Oh, that's fair. How's that worse than school? I would think that would be funner than school. Yeah. Or is it like because there's the pressure of like this is a real world situation and you want to make sure you do the best that you can? I suspect that's what you mean. D&D Reddit. Oh. Okay. That's nice of you to be helping out your friend. Oh man, I'm so excited. I got some birthday money. And I know just what I'm going to get it on. And I know that I'm going to be giving heck when it arrives. Be like, why'd you order more board games and minis? And be like, because I like them. It's my life. Oh man, do I have chapstick nearby? I really hope I do. I don't. Okay. I am realizing today I feel super recharged. I have really needed a break for a long time. And getting to have like a 3-day weekend followed up by another 3-day weekend, real invigorating. Reddit's the problem. Been trying to find places to spread the Kickstarter link to. No, that's fair. I figured once you said Reddit, I got what you meant. Like, you know, just trying to sell it to the general mass, which, let's be real, people can be pretty judgmental. I mean, if you've got like, actually no, you've already sent it to me. I'll just go and find it. I was gonna be like, if you've got like a Twitter link, and I was like, no, I do remember there was a tweet that you PM'd me. I can just go like retweet that. I can't guarantee much. I've only got like 200 some followers on Twitter, but and like I never use Twitter anymore, so I don't know if anyone like even pays attention or for anything I post. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'm gonna lose any link that you send in the chat. Um, that's what I was saying. I can just use the link that you sent me earlier because you PM'd me on. Like, yeah, yeah. Links in the chat here are like going to the void. I've come to the realization I can't run like web browsers while I'm streaming. It actually demands like too much resources on my computer. It's just like a comment to show how like tired my computer is of me streaming. But you know, perfect. Yeah. Like I was saying, you already sent me one before. I just needed to scroll up. But thank you for sending it again. I was just gonna go and like use that and like find the people who tweeted it and look for the most recent tweet. But this works. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to add shades to this, well, not this, but these many tiles. And it's going to take me a long time to go through all of these. It's not a very fast process, unfortunately. But it helps add a lot of depth to these. I'm going to throw in a little bit of light rusting into the bottom areas. I think that could look really cool. Give it a little bit of that, what's the word? Oh my, derelict. Give it a bit of a derelict look, which I really like in my spacecrafts. Plus, I want this to be like multi-purpose, so you guys even see what I'm doing? No, of course not, because I'm not smart when I set this stuff up. There we go. So right now I'm just like adding shadow and darkness to the panels and recesses. Basically, once I'm finished these, I'm going to be using these for like just about everything. They've got some really cool ones that are appropriately alien looking. Like this is super cool. Yeah, I actually watched some of the VOD. I showed up near the end of the last stream. Just as she was actually in, not yesterday's, the one before. I showed up very shortly at the very end of the stream just to say hi. Once the daylight savings time happens in here, I'll probably be able to more reliably hang out in Kay's streams. But that being said, there's also just the fact that like work is like killing me. I can't really attend too many streams. And the ones that I do usually end up going to are usually a little bit earlier in the day. So hopefully when her... not when it doesn't rely on her. Hopefully when the daylight savings change, I'll be able to attend some of her streams more regularly. I look forward to that. She's a riot to hang out with. Real positive goose. But how are you doing? Long time no see. And Zelda is here actually too, by the way. Zelda! Hi, baby! Come over here. Come over here. Hey. Hey. Hi. You gonna say hello? Aw. No, you just want to hang out in the darkness? Yeah, oh. You got a scritchy neck. You got a scritchy neck here. Let's get this off you since I'm here. I can monitor you a little bit better. Yeah, so pretty. So pretty, kitty. She's doing so much better. Okay, you're immediately trying to go for licking. Okay, no. Thought I could trust you. Proven otherwise. Okay. Well, what if I just rotate it around to give you a little bit more head? Yeah, it's usually Lord Ganon there. No, Zelda has been hanging out at my side probably every day for the last couple of weeks. Ganon is choked about it. He is very upset, usually lurking in the doorway, or he is sleeping on my partner's chair. It's usually one of those two things. But he does not approve of Zelda being in the throne. So you may notice I'm actually using Citadel paints, which is a little out of character for me. I get these for dirt cheap through a subscription based in Quebec called Warhammer Conquest. And so like every month I get sent like 4 magazines, a butt ton of plastic, and sometimes some paints for like, I think maybe 70% of the cost. So it actually turns them into like regular price paints, which is real nice. And so I'm just kind of using this until it's gone. I will say I actually do really like how this works. It's got just the slightest little bit more flow to it. There's a chance I might use their washes in the future, but it's hard to justify the price point. The price point is obnoxious and deeply upsetting. Like, I would go through a significant amount of effort to avoid paying the prices. Like, even going through a friend in the EU and getting him to buy them for me and ship them to me just to like save a couple bucks. There's no warrant in the price points that they put in on their products. You could tell me that it was like laced with gold, and I wouldn't care. You could tell me I could drink it, and it would cure COVID for me. It wouldn't be enough. It costs too darn much. These prices are too high. Citadel's way too pricey. It is an interesting little pot of paint. I don't like it because here I am keeping it open while it should be closed so that it doesn't dry and evaporate. Like just the act of me using this makes it go by faster, and it's terrible. It's poor execution. It's poor design. It is intended for me to use it up more or faster than I normally would. And I have strong feelings towards it. I do not like it. And you know what? That brings a good point. I'm gonna just go over here. It's not great. No, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. And if there's any GW defenders who come in and tell me that I'm just not understanding it, I'm not going to hear it. There we go. That song was a little bit louder than the last. So I'm just going to go bleh. There. I'm going to have to use a lot of wash, so I'll just do it like this. This will be faster. And won't dry out the entire pot. Found something from the dollar store to agitate your paints with. It's plastic though, couldn't find glass. That's okay. I usually find the glass in like the gardening section. But plastic should be perfectly fine because that's not going to change the consistency of your or color of your paint. Like, let's see if I have like a thing. I use stuff like this, except this one's rocks, so I wouldn't use this. But I don't know if you guys have like Dollarama. But like, I usually go to Dollarama and I get like things, or Dollar Tree. I'm sure you have like something that works just as well. And that what you found will probably work really well. Tried the dollar store. Didn't have much. Yeah. You probably have to go like during the summer or something. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've only ever had to like buy one, and then like I haven't bought one since, so it's been a long time. So what I use might not be in stock or season or stuff like that. They kind of just like get stuff when they can. They don't really reliably refill things because that's not their business model, right? Like, it's not to have things reliably, it's to have things for cheap. Which is, you know, why we go there. 'Cause, you know, be a crafty crafter. And save money where you can. Got that. And I'm just realizing I want to probably like double check that I have those, which I don't. Oh no. Halloween decor, yeah. You're probably not going to find much during the Halloween season. But I mean, Halloween decor is its own thing to celebrate. Heck yeah, I love Halloween. Oh, come on. Come on. So I decided that this year I turned 29 and not my actual age, because I have not been able to celebrate the last 2 years of birthdays. So yeah, only 29. Aren't I young? So young, so handsome, so purdy. Nope. Alas, as much as I tell myself I'm 29, I am not. But otherwise, I'm just going to be upset. 2 years of birthdays. That's a lot. This is my 3rd birthday since lockdown. Like, since that all started. I want a refund. Yeah. Don't usually shop at Michael's. It's pricier, but found a little piece brush and painting tool for $10 a couple months ago. Yeah, I know there's a few people that go to Michael's for like cheap paintbrushes. Michael's is great. Like, Michael's is seriously great. And usually they have things like 30% off, like one item. So like if you go there and just get like your one item, like you're good. Yeah, Michael's always has sales. Like, take advantage of it while you can. They have an app that'll tell you when there's sales. This one was wild. They had Copic markers for sale. I have never in my life seen Copic markers go for sale. So that was like super exciting for me. Because Copic markers are stupid expensive, but they're so nice. Decent sized bundle, has stock, but more expensive than the dollar store. I mean, everything's more expensive than the dollar store. Like, that's a hard metric to compete against. But you couldn't pass up the large bundle of painting supplies. Yeah. And it's usually just like a better quality too. Like, it might be like a little bit pricier. I mean, again, everything's pricier compared to the dollar store. But Michael's has got some good quality stuff. And it kind of smells nice in there. It smells like crafts, which I like. Oh, snap. I'm not wearing my gloves. At least put on a left-handed glove. At least. Because I'm going to be touching a lot of stuff over and over and over and over again. And I don't want oils from my fingers to remove the paint. I will get upset if that happens. I found out something interesting today. I did not know that James Cameron is Canadian. I just found out, well, not today, I found out yesterday, that James Cameron, director of Aliens, Terminator 2, that Avatar movie, the good one, he's a knucklehead. Hey, no worries. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. And his Avatar movie is good, partially because, yeah, it doesn't exist. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, it's the only Avatar movie. That's right. Who am I talking about? I must have hallucinated for a second there. Have fun, Leica. So I found out something fun. I found out my stream anniversary is coming up in the soon-ish. I don't know the exact date. I'm sure Twitch is probably going to be like, it's your stream anniversary. Which is like cool because Twitch wants me to just be excited about Twitch. But yeah, I thought that was kind of exciting. Who'd have thunk it? Just realized that when I did that voice, it kind of sounded like that, the redhead kid from Jimmy Neutron. But Jimmy, why'd you gotta go do that, Jimmy? People know who I'm talking about if they're old, like me. I don't think anyone younger than me probably knows who Jimmy Neutron is. I'll be impressed if they do. I mean, I guess it's not like the oldest thing. Like, there's far more abstract cartoons that I know of that I grew up watching. Like, there was this one, it was a 3D animated cartoon that involved like people who were in race cars all the time, and they had huge cartoony heads. There was a baby that had its own car. It used to air on YTV. I have no idea what the name of it is. And there's like hidden gems that I know a lot of people don't talk about, like Shadow Raiders. Shadow Raiders was great. I believe Shadow Raiders was from local studio Rainmaker, but I could be wrong. Sorry, not Rainmaker. They go back by their old name again, Mainframe Studios. Whoop. Sorry. Give people motion sickness. Da, 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 da. We'll do it, whatever. That's fine. Just keep it consistent. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I've decided... No, yes, I did mention it. And you're like, you're younger than me? And it's like, no, not actually. Wahahaha. Yeah, just hanging here doing some sci-fi panels. These are from Archon Studios Dungeons and Lasers. I'm a really big fan of them. I really like the versatility. They're double-sided. So right now we're just splooshing so much wash just all over this. Just trying to make the, the shadowy bits or recessed bits deeper. Trying to make this more three-dimensional. Because as it is kind of flat. And so any amount of pop that I can give it, I will. First of the Krieg. Oh, nice. From War Games Atlantic? Oh, no, no, no. The Krieg that yeah, the Krieg that you and me both pitched in for, and I mailed you. Excellent, excellent. That's awesome. Okay. Do you want me? That's right. I was intending to send that off. Do you want me to like send you a photo of them or of the instructions? Did you find instructions online? I don't know where they are, but I can totally get them for you. As I already assembled my guys. I totally thought that like I cut like the pages out of it to like send to you, but I guess suppose I didn't. Yeah, their models are not like they used to be, where you could just like go willy nilly without the instructions. Like you actually have to like. There's a lot of work figuring out what part connects to what without them. Struggled to find them online, but sure, if you didn't mind a few pics, that's fine. Anytime, don't need to right this second. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'll get that for you as soon as I can. I'll try to do that after stream. Maybe send me a PM just to remind me, in case, because I know my partner's out right now, but she might be like, Chris, let's go do stuff for your birthday, and I'll be like, oh, okay. So anything to help me remember. Just, man, this is like such a menial task right now. It's really actually like bogging me down. It's worth it because it really does add extra pop. And like I'm gonna just go over everything all over again, but just like having this extra bit of shadow, like in this one compared to this, like I don't know. On the screen, it doesn't look like there's any difference, but there is. I promise you. I'll yeah. If you send me a message, it'll be a lot easier for me to remember. I kind of suck at like the remembering thing. So it's funny because we were talking about Ridley Scott and Aliens earlier, and I thought about it a bit more because Alien 1 is super fresh in my mind because I've just watched it. For all of the like praise people give for Alien 1 being like, oh well, Alien 1's a horror movie and you know Aliens is not. I think there's truth to that. I think Aliens is more of a war movie than it is a horror movie. But Alien 1 sucks. And I so hear me out when I say this. Like going through and watching it, there's really cool things to it, and it has a lot of like things that make it special, but ultimately the movie is mostly summed up with screaming, people making stupid decisions that make no sense. Like, so spoilers for a 50-year-old movie. The captain who goes in to the air ducts, not a fan of his work, nor a big Aliens fan. That's fair. It's okay not to be a fan. I love Aliens, but like I've always been a big fan of the sequel, not of the original. And so, just to recap, after the chest burster happens, the very initial like surprise scene, it's a really good scene. Hey, Lynn, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just talking about Ridley Scott and Alien. So, after there's the initial dinner scene, and they're like searching for the alien. Great set quality, like production value for like the set was phenomenal. It looks really cool. It's like a big flying city in space. I really like that. But besides looking at all the visual like beauty of the film, the captain goes and gets a what do you call it? A blow or a flamethrower after one guy dies. Like one guy was jumped when searching for the alien. So that's fine. But so he goes into the vent. They're trying to lock it up, and due to the panic of his crew, he ends up getting jumped by the alien and dying. Because the one character, and this isn't a fault of the actress, her character was literally written to do basically nothing but scream. Throughout almost the entire movie, scream and cry, scream and cry, scream and cry. Ripley was written in a very, very different light in Alien 1 than she was in Alien 2. She also does a lot of screaming, stopping everything in her path to go save the cat, which was the right choice, just saying. That's my favorite part of the movie, is the cat is more important than the crew. But, like, it's... the last two remaining members of the crew of the Nostromo, like, get jumped because one person wouldn't get out of the way because she just kept screaming, I can't, and the other guy just kind of like, due to all of his hesitation, got eaten and killed. Like they die due to script writing of just stand there and scream, which is a drag. In fairness, scream, cry, and run is what I would do as well. Scream, cry, and run is fine, right? But, like, you added the run. The run part is important. The characters don't even run. They stand there and die. Screaming and crying. The one guy has a flamethrower pointed at the alien, and all he's doing is, move, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, and then he dies. He doesn't, like, try to, like, shoot at an angle so he hits only the alien and not her. Like, if he stands there and does nothing, she dies. So you may as well, like, risk friendly fire to try and save her. But no, he just dies. Which is like, damn it. Whoops. I don't know. Again, this is not to say that, like, the characters are unrealistic. It's more just that the movie was mostly run with characters screaming and dying and crying. Lots of crying. But again, Ripley does the most important thing and saves the cat. Which is, why I have not been streaming so much. Is because I'm trying to save this little baby. Look who's beside me. She's beside me every day now. She's sleeping right now. This isn't even, like, strapped to her right now. It's just hanging there. Hey, Warlock's Quill! Happy birthday! I thought you were on the road. Hi, Zelda! You little cutie. We're just hanging out here with Zelda, and we're talking about Alien and how I think that people hype the movie to be more than it is. Aliens, the second one, is the best one, and I don't think people are wrong for liking Alien for being more of a horror movie. It's not a good horror movie. That's kind of like my 2 cents of, like, ooh, spicy take. Oh well. I am. These are just my thoughts, and I don't think anyone else is wrong. They like it. They like it. There's so much to like with the movie. The set design is so masterfully done. 1979. 1979 is when that movie was done. The set is incredible. It's so good. Simon shouting, Bon fête! Next to you while you're driving. Bon fête. Good birthday? Good day? Fête. What's fête? I'm sorry. Je comprends pas. Je comprends P français. Pete? Petit? I know once I tried to say little and I said fart instead in French. And all I got was laughter. Because I said I understand fart French. Party! Fate is party! Ah! Oui! Merci! Simon. Vous comprenez petit peu. Yes. Thank you, Ellen. That's right, because you live in a German French-speaking country? I believe that is the two regional dialects. You comprend little. What's in peu? I do not know in peu. Usually I just go with Je ne comprends pas en français. Oh, a bit. Yeah. Franco girl out. Au revoir. Yeah, no, I know so little French. I know more than the average person, but I don't know enough to hold a sentence. Or hold a conversation. Like... Yeah. Alright. So all these panels are just waiting to dry, so we're just going to keep swapping them out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to like do this stuff because I still got like more wash on my palette. I poured out way too much. I guess I could just pour it back in, but... What's on my palette is like a little drier. It's better to just use it all up. And plus it's probably got a little bit of cross-contamination with like what I already had in my palette because I am a slob. I do not change these out often enough or clean them. But how are you today, Elimaches? Doing well? Alright, so I'm just going to keep doing a couple more of these panels, and then I should be good to start flipping over the panels I already did earlier. And once I've done that, it should be... I should be able to use up the rest of this wash. I might want to put in a little bit of anti-dry, actually, just to rehydrate it a little bit. Here we go. Because I know this has been out there for a little bit. And I could put in some flow improver, because there is nothing wrong with extra flowy wash. There we go. And that is why you need to go to counseling. Go to counseling, go to talk to your friends and family. There are options for people who can't afford it. Most of the time, you just have to look them up. But I don't want any more of that talk about, you know, suicide in here. It's not the right place for it, okay? You gotta just go take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. I know that you're in a rough space. You gotta go and seek out help. Chat's not showing for you? No worries. That's fine. Alright, Alin. I'm more than happy to talk with you about these things. But I would like it if you would try to understand that it's not okay to just, you know... I understand if you're untrusting of people, but and you know, some counselors do suck. Some therapy people do suck. That's the truth. But I don't want this to be a space where the subject in question can be very upsetting for some people. Okay? And it's not the right place for it, okay? Okay, but you look. I don't know how to put this without it not like sounding not great, but as somebody who deals with depression themselves, it's very taxing on me to have the conversation. And I will tell you right now, I cannot handle talking about suicide, especially not every time I stream, okay? If you need help, you need to go seek it out. If you need help finding places where you can go, you know, I'm more than willing to try and help you out with that. But I need that to not be, you know, the main matter of subject every time I stream. I am not capable of handling it because the space it occupies in my head doesn't clear out at the end of my stream. I'm not asking you to leave. No one's asking you to leave. You know, I'm happy to hang out. I want to hang out, but I need... And I want to talk about, like, the things that make you happy. Talk about cool new minis. Talk about the good things. And that's not to say don't be sad. I'm not saying don't be sad. I'm saying if this is the way that you feel, you gotta get help. I went to counseling. I went to therapy. It took a long time. It took me years. But I am so much better than I used to be. And it took more than one therapist. Like, yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to say, like, I don't want to be there for you. But the whole purpose of the stream is to be a place where people can get away from some of their problems. Like, to take a break and have some shelter from, the harsh reality of the real world. Which is why I'm not that being such a regular subject. It's become a subject to almost every stream. Like, as someone who's depressed and used to be suicidal, I am by no means somebody to tell someone just go be happy or like stop being sad. That is the last thing you'll ever hear me say. But I can't handle it being a conversation I have 3 days a week. Like, it's because that conversation being 3 days a week ends up occupying my day or my head 5 days a week. Anyways, on a uplifting subject, I don't know. I got some birthday money. I'm thinking of getting a box of Nemesis. I don't know if you're familiar with the Nemesis RPG. Yeah, no, like I don't say counseling because I think that that's like a canned response. I genuinely think it's important for people to go see counseling. Like, it should be normalized, and there are free options, like, anywhere, even in the States. Even in the States where medical is the worst in any developed country, there are free options where you can call phone numbers, like crisis hotlines, and, or like, heck, the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is a publicly funded, through donations, group. Like, specifically aimed at aiding and preventing suicide within, of members of the LGBTQ community. Anyways, Nemesis. It's a board game that came up on Kickstarter. Sorry, my brain's really struggling right now. They were on Kickstarter. They make very, like, alien, like, xenomorph-esque, like, things. So the whole point of the board game is it's very much themed off of and inspired by 1979 Alien. it is a game where the players are trying to survive. You can be infected with aliens, like alien embryos. You have to go and do checks to see if your status is infected or not. It's super super cool. The problem is the base game is a bit of a drag. If a person gets eliminated, they're eliminated from the game. Period. And the game says maybe you could try taking control of the aliens to kill other players. I'm like, man, like the person got like hard killed. It's not the same. Compared to say like in Dead of Winter, where if you get voted out or exiled, you get to still keep playing, which I really like. So I just harvest the game for its miniatures. I think it's really cool. Now, when it first came out, the Kickstarter was really the only way to get the expansions, but they recently had Awakened Realms had a second Kickstarter for the sequel of the game, in which they reproduced the expansions, which is awesome. Yeah, and they're really good looking minis. I wish I had one on hand, but actually I'm going to be using the player minis, which I do have on hand, as potential minis for my RPG that I'm going to be doing. Give me a sec here, and I'll adjust the focus. God, you are so wobbly. Stop it. Is it this one? No, that's the exposure time. The exposure time is fine. What I need is this. Is it? Nope. This. Here we go. So they've got some really solid minis, which I'm a big fan of. I like good minis. So yeah. So let's see here. Let's keep going with my washes. Okay, sweet. I like some good minis, and I cannot lie. Yeah, no. I'll see if I can grab some. But so the expansion that I'm looking at grabbing it's called the Carnomorphs, and straight up, it's their take on the Necromorphs from Dead Space, which themselves were also inspired by, 1979's Alien. So I thought that was really cool. And they've got, I'm a big old mini obsessed person. I think I may have assembled the first Krieg. Is it correct? Don't know. Don't care. Yeah, no, it's sometimes that's just the mood, right? Does it look cool? Are you happy with it? Because, in my opinion, that's the only like measurement that really matters in that situation. It looks vaguely assembled and looks nifty until I get to the other end and discover I used different dudes' arms. He's perfect. I mean, if the shoe fits. And that's just how the saying goes, right? Alright, so I'm going to go back and pour some more of this, but I think I might need some water. Let's see here. Or do I have more coffee? I do have more coffee. My mouth feels dry. And I could have water, but coffee is what I have on hand. Man, this camera is wild. The fact that you can see, like, the pores of my hand. Dang. I love this webcam. It's beautiful. There we go. Okay, what was I going to do? This one. I was going to do this one. See, now, it's not dark enough. Do I have to do like a second? No, it's fine, because I was going to use rust and stuff, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. So right now the plan is add shadows and shades to recesses, and then do some, like, probably realistically dry brushing. I don't usually dry brush stuff. You know how I feel about dry brushing, but right now I am aiming at speed. Gotta go fast. And I just want, like, these to look recessed. That's all I care about. When it spills over, don't care. Just keep going. At this stage, I am not looking to make things look good. I want them to be, I don't even want them to be attention grabbing yet. Realistically, this is terrain. This should not be the most attention grabbing thing. This should be a place for, a world for the miniature to live in. That's the attitude I'm going with today. I wonder. Hey, no worries. You're all good. Nothing to be about sorry about here. Oh. I am just here to hang out. And, you know, if anyone wants to come by, say happy birthday, that's cool too. If anyone wants to talk about minis, I'm here to talk about minis. And right now, I'm here just trying to relax. Because yeah, it's important to have some downtime. I don't know if I was mentioning earlier, but one of the things I'm really looking forward to with these tiles is just like being able to use them for multiple things. Like with how many of these I have, I could probably use something for like a skirmish game. I know I can use these for Stargrave. Going to be using these for any science fiction role playing games I do. The limits are endless. Yeah. I hear Gremling has returned. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to get some paint off my brush, and I'll be right back. Just need to see if she needs anything. Alright, I am back. I am super happy. I just got delivered a PSL. Aw, yeah. I love these drinks. They bring me so much joy. I need to put this away. And you know what? I'm okay if PSLs are only available one time of the year, because you know what? That just means that when that time comes up again, I get to enjoy them and cherish them a little bit. I sometimes wish I had the space for terrain. So, you know what? That's actually one of the things I really like the most about these, is that they're stackable, right? So I can build like a huge space, but like only occupy like this much space. It's one of those things that I really like about these like dungeon tiles. I was going through early on, about like a year ago, I was wanting to build some of my own dungeon tiles. And then I found out about Archon Studios Dungeons and Lasers, and I was like, well, heck, like, these are thinner and more detailed than anything I would be able to craft. So I went all out on them because I immediately saw something that I saw a lot of value in. So maybe worth considering. Obviously not something necessarily for everybody, but, you know. I just saw Demon Lord's message. I'm not very far from 30. I'm turning 28 in 3 months. My knees hurt already, and memory sucks. I hate parties and teenagers. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You know what? That's valid. Thinking some simple snowy bases. That's all too true. So I love snowy textures. So one of the things that I have that I don't use nearly enough is Vallejo's Diorama Effects Snow. I have tried like the white sandy silicone. What is that? Whoa, 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 what's this? What's this? I'm being given birthday gifts. What are these? Oh, pigment powders. Oh, wait a second. Jack Hart. Oh, this is the one. Give me a sec.
No, stay. I'll come.
Are these the ones that we saw in that YouTube video that we're talking?
I have no idea.
What are these? Where do you get these?
Pigment powder. You can mix them with different mediums.
So I know that they're pigment powder, but like, who are these from? Oh wow, that is pretty.
Yeah, I saw the golden was pretty.
Who are they from?
The name is right there, and they're called Pearl FX.
Pearl X. Are these the ones that are from the guys that do the Black 3?
No, they're just from the Fancy Art Store.
Fancy Art Store? What Fancy Art Store?
The Fancy Art Store where I got you these too.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're a monster. I know what these are. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I just got ninja'd some Winsor and Newton brushes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Give me 1 second. I need. Okay, excellent. I am done thanking and scolding equally. Look at this. So, details I just got told. So, these Da Vinci brushes here. It's very nice of her. Oh my gosh, she spoils me. So, these ones are not sable hair. The teeny tiny Da Vinci brushes here, but these do look nicer than the ones I have for my my fine detail. I could probably attempt doing some freehand with this, because I know that these are going to be much better than like the Psycho that I have over here. Because I've got this one, but I don't. This one's kind of crap. It doesn't really hold a shape. Whereas looking at these, they look like they hold a much nicer shape to them. I'm being spied on as I review them. So I need to find a really special place to put these. And then I got the big old tube in the Series 7. Oh my gosh. So this is 0. I got a 0 and a 00. Which actually, these look like perfect size here. I particularly like... I gotta cap them open. Ugh. 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 There we go. God, this brush is like more expensive than anything that I have... than the entirety of all the brushes I have purchased. Look at that. It's so smooth looking.
So I wasn't sure on the sizes because I had a lot.
Oh, this is...
She suggested the 2 smallest ones to start.
Yeah, no, these look perfect. Yeah, because, I mean, anything larger than this, I would just use an acrylic brush for. Because I wouldn't be trying to do anything super fine, fancy detail. So this is perfect. And then I will never let these go without these. She did take care of me. She treats me too well. Let's see here. Yeah. And then this is the 00, which is even smaller. Oh gosh,
and double zeros are hard to find.
It's a nice size. Look at that. Yeah, I could do, hopefully I can do some, this is a good excuse for me to start trying and attempting to do freehand. And she waited while I was on camera to do it. She's a ninja. I got assassinated with love. Yeah. Ah! Why did you fall like that? No. Don't worry, the brushes are fine. They didn't get touched.
Oh, it's fine.
It was my bases. My bases flew out at me. Yeah. Alright, what do I got here? I got bases and bases and bases and bases. Alright. Don't break the new brushes! Yeah, I know. Oh my god, if that happened, I would be so sad. I would be devastated. I remember, so I'm particularly excited about these because I had told her before that I want to try sable brushes, but like because of the price, it was something that was a little higher than I was willing to pay for to like try out with, and so she kept good note of that. Hi, Zelda. Why are you giving me that judgmental look, Zelda? Oh, you're so cute. Zelda right here. Hi. Little cutie. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, where did the cap on this one go? The cap on this one disappeared on me. Shoot. Okay, well I have a bajillion caps, so I can just transplant a cap until I figure out where the real one went. Like you, acrylic brush, you don't need that cap anymore. Nope, that cap is too big. Alright, I'm literally just going to steal a cap from another brush. That's the nice thing, I have no shortage of caps. There we go. Take it from the psycho. Perfect fit. Fits perfectly. Oh, hey, I found the cap. Okay, I'm going to put in the proper cap, because the proper cap is so much nicer. There we go. I feel like these shouldn't go with the rest of my brushes. They're too nice. My other brushes don't deserve to be in their presence. How silly. But I'm not kidding. Or at least, at the very least, I need to, like, move some of these. Okay, this is a garbage brush and shouldn't be in there in general. Because I need to make sure that I can actually, like, find said brushes. Like, when I actually go to use them. Got these massive honking like terrain brushes. That literally I've never used or had to use them. Zelda, what are you freaking out about? You're like headbanging. You're like, rah! Understanding completely. A friend sent me one for painting a mini for him, and I begrudgingly had to admit that made painting a lot better / easier. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's one of those things that, like, the entry point to getting one is really high. And it's very... Like, I'm gonna end up using these on, like, the next mini that I try hard on. Why? Why do you have to do that, life? Give me a second. Just said jumper. Ugh. Zelda, did you see where it fell? This is why we keep things in their cases. Yeah. No, okay, guys. Whoa, kitty. Whoa, kitty. There we go. Don't get too excited. Alright. I need to pick things up because it's flying off all over the place. Where did it go? I need to sort out my desk. That's what I need to do. Oh, it's right behind me the whole time. Lovely. Gannon, no. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, Gannon. And Zelda, let me go tie that up. You're not to be trusted with your own resources. Okay. Alright. I got it. Everything's okay. Yeah, that's the advantage, right? Is they're supposed, as long as you take good care of them, they're supposed to last a really long time. Why? Okay. Oh, I think that's what's going on. No, guys, don't come. Just back. Yeah. All right. I think I know what's happening. There we go. I need to find a way to like clip that so it doesn't just fly out all the time. It likes to be a bit wild. What if I do that? There we go. That's a solution. That's a little almost clever. So I've got these like IKEA drawers on my desk that no, why? Ugh. Oh my god, why? Why must all of these insist on flying off every opportunity they get? As I was trying to say, I've got these little things that like to, I hold my bases in, but they like to slide off. Again, big yawn. I don't know where I was going with that anymore. Hey, do not, no. Stop it. Gannon, you're on an electric blanket. I do not need you piercing it with your claws and finding out that, like, I don't need you hurting yourself. So we've got that. Those can go up here. Those can go up here. No, do not fly off. That can go up there. And that's a garbage brush. I should just throw that in the garbage, actually. Or maybe I can use it as a stick-on brush. Oh, that is a destroyed brush. Look at that one. That is a nightmare. I can make that a dry brush. Literally everything can be made into a dry brush. Okay. You know what we'll do here? I'm only going to put a couple of these in there. Why do you guys like to do this? Is it just too short? It's probably too short. I'm probably jamming things into a place that they don't fit and trying to make it work. I think that's what I'm doing. That's why I have so much trouble with these. And it's... how am I going to deal with that? Okay, you know what? I don't need to do that during stream. I'll figure that out later. Because I feel like this actually causes me a great deal of stress, and I need to find a new solution to it. And being stressed is not what I like. Alright. So I was doing things. What was I doing? I'm going to say a crappy brush still serves a purpose. Yeah, exactly. Usually I do it for... what do you call? I use them for words. Dry brushes and stippling. Stippling is what I use them for, most commonly. Or I could use them now for my pigment powders. I like this one. Pearl X pigmented powders. Look at that. That could look cool. I'm really interested in this rosy looking one. Antique copper. I see so many things get called copper, and so few of them look like copper. This does not look like copper to me. But I like it. And look at this one. The gold one is like so much finer, but oh god. I'm going to breathe that in. Let's see. Non-tarnishing, weather-resistant, temperature-resistant, color-fast, deep luster, versatile. May be incorporated with any viscous, slightly thick medium, such as paint, varnish, glue, paste. I would probably put them in with like my gloss varnish. I would say that I would use them like in a gloss medium, but I actually don't have a gloss medium. I like gloss varnish. PSL. Delicious. Okay. Washes. We all have them. They're just like us. Alright, I have been thoroughly distracted today. Time to use the washes. All right. What's funny, especially funny, is me and Gremlin were having a conversation about birthday, and she was like, I wanted to get you some sable brushes. And I was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. There's no need to do that. And it wasn't because I don't want them. I do want them. I want to find out what is the sable brush that everyone gets so excited about. And she said, okay. And then she did it anyways. She is very sweet. Just the sweetest. Oh gosh. Why? Why do I do that? Why did I look away for a half second? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use all that. Ah! Like, that is way too much. Although I am impressed with how far along this is taking me. I probably would have been through a whole bottle of Army Painter Wash by now. Still too pricey. It's funny, actually, realistically speaking, all of my favorite, like, hobby materials and supplies have come from Gremling. I got this water pot from Gremling. I got, what is it? There's these, like, glasses that I put on for, like, magnifying glasses. I got those from Gremling. They have a light connected to them. I've used them outside while I'm hobbying at night. When there's no bugs out. My light box came from Gremling. I think I should start calling Gremling my sponsor. No, I haven't painted the Kill Team Orcs quite yet. I've assembled all of them, but that's about it so far. I'm waiting on some bases before I start my Stargrave conversion orcs. But right now, painting orcs is just a bit on the back burner. I do love assembling orcs, though. I also want to really polish up my my orc skin that I want to use. The orc skin that I do right now feels a little too like bright and cartoony, and I want to try and like make it a little bit more earthy. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be painting up my Stargrave orcs, because with them, like I've kind of like alluded to before, I'm not doing like GW orcs for them. I'm going more of like, just general sci-fi. So it's gonna let me kind of have more freedom. I mean, realistically, I could paint orcs whatever the heck I want. I can say, well, this is what color my orcs are. Like it or don't, I don't care. But yeah, I'm going to use them kind of as a practice. I'm going to try a couple different colors, and it's going to help make them stand out a little bit more as individuals. So yeah. And once I find a formula I really like, that's the one I'm going to do like my whole orc army with. Because as an army, I want a little bit more unification. Oh yeah, this is one of the aliens in Nemesis. This is a Void Seeker. Yeah, a little gray could do it. That's always worth trying. I was thinking of doing a little bit of gray. Actually, no, gray wasn't one of the ones I was thinking of doing. But doing a little bit of gray, doing a little bit maybe of brown, or adding a little red to it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna be painting Grogu to as accurate as I can to the film, for the bust that I was doing for Craft and Canvas. So that's going to be more practice for me to do green skin, because Grogu looks amazing, and I'll probably replicate that at least once on one of my Stargrave orcs. I like what you do with like the adding like human flesh tone, like the pinks and stuff. To Zelda, you shouldn't just jump on your brother like that. Zelda jumped back up on the Ganon over here, and Zelda over here. So both cats are on the pedestal. Ganon was laying there first, and Zelda decided that she wanted to go up and did not care who was already occupying the seat. So I'm wondering how long Ganon's going to stick here. Usually when Zelda does this, he just runs away. Yep, he just ran away. Zelda, you jerk. Does not care. Yeah, I really like it. I might try also like going with like some olive green hues. I don't know how I feel about, because I see a lot of people who like add like red to the cheeks and they add red to the elbows and knuckles. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do think that if they are red-blooded, it makes sense to give them a little bit of a cheek blush. You know, so like, what color is your orc blood is really going to determine a lot. Like, is their blood also green? If so, it's gonna be different. Like if do your orcs bleed neon green like Predator? Which is, you know, worth exploring, because that would explain why they're green. Yeah. But if they have green skin and red blood, what is it that's making their skin green? Because if that's the case, it's going to have to be really concentrated. Because like if you think about it, like with humans, right? All of our blood is red, and so you don't really see blue-hued humans. Like all of the skin tones that we come in, you can see a little bit of that red with. Like, for example, like my flesh is very pink. I am extremely translucent. But even for people who aren't white, you can still see some of those red hues. Yeah, this is why people aren't blue. I guess frogs are green. Frogs must have red blood. I never considered that. Hey, Earhawks, how's it going? For you, my birthday was yesterday. Or is today? Yeah, I guess for you it's whatever is before midnight for you right now. Yeah. I have turned old. I can't say that, no. No, I just turned 31. I had to think about that for a moment. But I've been joking to people that I've turned 29 because I've missed the last 2 birthdays. Yeah, still working on these, just trying to speed through them for as much as I can for what it's worth. Just trying to make them look okay and have depth rather than make them look great. That is a strategy. Happenum's birthins. Thank you. I just got sneak attacked 2 Winsor Newton brushes as a birthday gift, which I am. It's still kind of registering because I'm very excited about them, and I'm horrified of damaging them. But I'm sure that I can do something good with them. It's gonna be a new experience for painting with me. I'm gonna find out like how to make the best of them. Because a lot of people talk about how good they are, and I'm gonna have my own opinion about that soon enough. Maybe I'll use them on the bust of Grogu and Mando. Although these are mine, maybe I should do them for a personal project first. Hi, Zelda. It's funny. While she was in the store, she was telling them that I paint minis, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so if you're painting minis," and then they went into a bunch of details. And so I guess she was not the first person who's a mini painter to go in. My guess is to Opus. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about them. That's for sure. I have no doubt that I'm gonna find that they're gonna have strengths to them, right? So this is she got a 0 and a 00 for me, and luckily I already know a few like absolutely do not do these because they will get destroyed. For example, washes. Don't use washes on a sable hair brushes. You will destroy them. Don't use anything for metal paint. You will destroy them. Don't use contrast, inks, washes, literally anything that is more viscous than paint. You will destroy them. Don't let anything go in the ferrule. You will destroy them. There's a long list of do not do's. Yeah, I'm very excited. Like they're about the size, a little bit smaller than the brushes I normally use. And given that I'm mostly just going to be using them for like high detail things or like blending or not blending, no. I'm going to be using them for things that like require a nice fine tip. So, once I'm done my base coating, once I'm, doing all that. Hey, sounds good. Have a lovely dinner, Wolf, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, Earhawks, I got Zelda with me here. She is doing much better. Zelda is why I was off stream so much. Give me a second and I will get a turn around so you can see my kitty. And break every single one of those rules in your Sable's last stages. Oh, that's nice. So I've got little Zelda here. Zelda, what you doing? Are you doing a little bit of stretching? You stretching your leg? Is your leg itchy? Just lick, 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 lick. Yeah. Hi, baby. What do you use for brush care? Airhawks. Kiki, yeah. I love my kitty. She is free of her skin infections now, which is great. She's on antihistamines, so she's not breaking out all the time. Poor little thing's just been having a real hard time at existing. She is scheduled to find out or to do some allergy tests so we can identify what is making my poor kitty suffer so much. So we can eliminate it. Gonna do some, what do you call? Allergy therapy. Shampoo. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. There we go. Yeah, there's way too much wash in there. I mean, their hair, right? You use a little shampoo, and it should be good. Where did it go? Was this it? Oh my gosh, my brain is like jello. Yeah, sure. Just touch that up there. Yeah, she's been... Luckily, she has some people who want to take care of her. She's been powering through the last while, because, like, she first started showing symptoms during our wedding, and we were trying to figure out, like, what's going on. We were taking her to the vet. She was doing a little bit better, and then the pandemic hit, and we couldn't really go to the vet for quite a while. We ended up finding out that pet dermatologists is a thing, and so we stopped going to the regular vet and started going to the pet dermatologist, and we are making leaps and bounds in progress with her. Her skin is already doing much better than it was before. And yeah, we're just on the path to recovery for her, And, her mood is elevated. She was quite depressed earlier beforehand. So once we started getting rid of her skin infection, her mood went through the roof. She started playing again. She was a lot more affectionate. Before, she used to do what I called gargoyling, where she would go somewhere and she would, droop her head down, and she wouldn't leave that area. But now, like, she follows me around the house, she meows, she's not afraid to be bossy with me. Which, for better or worse. But to me, like, this was good, because this was the return of my cat. Because Zelda is quite bossy. She's a bossy kitty. Yeah. I mean, it's been expensive as all heck. Because there's no real administration that controls what prices vets set. And I kind of just am, left just as a, having to do as they say and ask, which I'm not a huge fan of. But besides that, I've had this cat for 10 years, and I would like another 10 years out of her. I am deeply emotionally invested in this kitty. So, yeah. I know a couple nights ago I laid down on the couch with her, which again I have not been able to do for a long time because skin infection. Didn't really want to agitate her skin. Didn't really want to. It was icky, too. So, laid down with her, fell asleep on the couch for I don't know how many hours, just cuddling my cat. Something I have not been able to do for a while. Hey, baby. No need to do that. And now oh, Earhawks, you're gonna love this. Okay, Earhawks, do you like the Alien franchise, like 1979 Alien or like James Cameron Aliens? Noish, noish. So I got a group of friends together, and we are going to be playing the Alien RPG from Free League, which I am so excited about. That's maybe I talked about this last time that you were here. That's what I'm going to be using these dungeon tiles for initially. So I'm trying to go and sorry. I'm going to be trying to recreate some of the mood that the Nostromo had. Of course, right? Because it's such a good movie. I found out that there's going to be a TV series that's going on, which I'm really looking forward to. Ridley Scott, who is blinded by his own hubris, is already trying to like kill expectations and be like, "Oh, it's not going to be as good as the original." I have the original fresh in my mind. I just watched it this last week. The original is a beautiful movie, and it has one of the most iconic movie scenes of film and cinema. But it's a bad movie. The characters are poorly written, and can be summed up largely as screaming and crying. Whereas James Cameron's Aliens, the sequel, is frankly really where the success of the film was, of the franchise was. So I take Ridley Scott's opinion with a grain of salt. His sequel, Alien Covenant, kind of ruined a lot of things and left a bad taste in most people's mouth. And he tried to make a reference of like Alien Covenant. He's like, Alien Covenant didn't do really well, so I think people are just tired of the monster. And it's like, dude, you are like clearly ignoring every comment that that people have left about Alien Covenant and like what their issues with the film was. So that's why I say he's blinded by his hubris. Oh my gosh. Why you gotta do that? Stay in your recesses. Oh. Yeah, so I need to figure out a couple of things. Yeah, exactly. It is truly one of the best designed monsters of all time, and I think like Disney is aware of this, like that they have they are sitting on a treasure trove of horror because Disney now owns Predator and Aliens, um, and the fact that when the Aliens RPG came out from Free League, that they were winning, some Ennies with it, right? I think it was like best designed game of the year or like best horror RPG of the year or something like that. Like it was winning awards. People loved it. People were, I don't know. I think for what it's worth, I like Ridley Scott's work. I really do. I think Blade Runner is one of the best movies of all time, for sci-fi or cyberpunk. But I also think that he's a old pretentious idiot. And that I think he's too full of himself to recognize that he made a couple bad decisions, and that the fault of the movie Alien Covenant was him, not of the franchise. Yeah, I mean, like the biomechanical look of aliens from H.R. Geiger. I want to say it's Geiger. It might be Giger. I hear people use interchangeable pronunciations, and that's one of them is correct, not both. But I don't know which one. But like, I want to say Geiger, but I think he's German, so it probably is Giger. Um, Anyways, brilliant designs. He is never credited often enough for the designs of the aliens. Which is a shame. But I actually have a couple of I have a poster book full of his art, and it's so beautiful. It's Giger. Okay, yeah. I just realized now that I have the sable brushes, I could do what I originally planned, which is to take a bright green and try doing some freehand characters like AS400 style on the TV screens or the computer monitors. There's something about the 70s technology but sci-fi aesthetic that really just gets me. Like, I'm overjoyed every time I see something in the Alien franchise honor that, like that super old computer tech. For example, like Alien Isolation honors it. I don't think Prometheus did. I believe Prometheus used like modern computer tech, and to me, that is a failing of them. Simultaneously horrible and beautiful. Yes, exactly. there is in the RPG. There's a attack that the alien has, and the description is intended for the GM to read it out loud, and it basically says that the monster is like you're paralyzed by the beauty of the monster, which is to me like so appropriate. Biomechanical. It's one of the greatest things. And it's actually, I don't think, I don't look at the two of them the same, but the combination of bio and mechanical aesthetics, particularly with things like Magic the Gathering's Phyrexians, huge fan of that. Oh, what a weird song. This doesn't sound like any of the rest of my stuff. Do not like. It's a little better. The dead Kennedy's H.R. Giger lawsuit? No, I knew nothing about that. Tell me all about it. I find if you look into a lot of Giger's biography, he was constantly taken advantage of. And he's quite the tragic person from the information that I am aware of. So if the story goes that the dead Kennedys took advantage of him or hired him to do work without paying him, I would believe it. I would believe it without a second of a doubt. But do tell me, because it might be something entirely different. Oh, let me fix that. The original pressing of Frankenchrist came with a fold-out poster of Landscape XY, or Landscape, yeah, whichever name you like, and were charged with distributing. Oh my god. Really? I mean, yeah, he had a lot of phallic artwork, but I don't think that you could call it adult material like that. I think that's a stretch and a half. But yeah, the dude had one thing he really liked painting above all else. That's very accurate. I don't know of the painting itself. No. There's a lot of things about Giger that I would love to talk about that, because I do, family-friendly content, I can't really discuss. But if you're ever interested, I'd be happy to talk about it. Again, like I said, he's got a tragic, tragic story to him. And was devoid of proper parental figures. Not to say that, like, oh, he didn't have a good person in his life. No. I mean, like, his mother is an awful, 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 awful person. Not really a stretch. Or a stretch. But yeah, no. Let's see. Oh. Alright, what am I going to do here? Let's... Oh. I could just go over it, or I'll just do it now. I'm amazed the distance I am going with this one pot of wash. I do everything in my power to not say nice things about a certain GW company. But yeah. Alright. Oh, XY landscape. I'll go take a look at this. I'm going to use my phone. Aw, my sister said happy birthday. You say it was XY field? Or XY mountain? Landscape XY. Landscape. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of them. But I don't know which one is which. Maybe this is it? This probably looks like it. I don't know. I mean... Yeah... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to art. I look at that and I go, yeah, it's artistic. And is it based off a very obvious thing? Yeah, it's very obvious. But like, I look at it and I still go, that's artistic. I look at it and I say that's art. I would maybe say it is mature, but pornography? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it's super obvious, yeah. The funny thing is, like, with all the results that come out when you Google that, I don't even know if the one that I looked at was the one that is from the album. But again, like, I am an HR Giger fan, so I just look at those and I go, yeah, I mean, this is general art. No. Fornication is a common theme in his art. Dare I would say it is present in all of his art. Like, if you look at the alien, its head is shaped that way for a reason. Yeah, no, he designed all of it. He designed the alien. He designed the face hugger. He designed the eggs. Like, he was there during the entire creative process of Alien One, and then one of the movies they chose not to include him in it, which I think realistically, like, he should have been involved in all of it. Oh, yeah. Man, people suck. I get it. I get it. I don't know. I think that, like, it's not any different in Canada than it is in the States. In terms of, like, oh no, protect the children. But, like, I think Europe has it right. Just human anatomy and reproduction is not an ill-beguiled devil fiend thing. It is literally how the children in question are made. I think to demonize it causes more harm than good. You know, just be like, this is something for adults. This is an adult activity. This is what it is, but you don't have any part in it. Not until you're older. And that's it. I think there's a lot of trauma that gets caused to children because they get told it's awful and evil. I mean, like, how weird is it, right, that we do that to kids? Like, kids take our word for everything. They trust us that, like, we are their frame of reference. And then, you know, what do we adults as a society, sorry about that, choose to do? We tell them that the thing in between their legs is evil and awful, and they should be ashamed of it, and like, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Burbs be chirping. Yep, no worries. Thanks for coming out. It's lovely to see you as always, Earhawks. It's always a joy talking with you. Oh, Gannon. Okay, this brush is too far gone for this job. I need something that has a semblance of a tip. I actually need a little bit of accuracy today. Yeah, nice talking with you as always, Earhawks. It's always a pleasure. And talk to you soon. My phone is going off non-stop today. This day of the year, that is my one thing I dislike about it. My phone will not stop beeping. So doing this is actually kind of nice. It's kind of an escape from it. My phone will be like beep 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 beep, buzz buzz, beep beep buzz. Okay, I like that. Looking a bit nicer. Oh wow, I've been painting for almost 3 hours now. Whoops. That is the exact opposite of what I want. That's gonna be a pain to fix. Literally the reason why I grabbed a nicer brush. Looking nice. Alright, let's get this over here. Oh, hey, Mellow Miniatures. How's it going? I hope you had a good stream today. Oh, thank you for the follow there. What is that? Corvus Coroxen? Coroxum? I like corvuses. Corvuses are my favorite family of, or well, one of my two favorite family of birds. The other being owls. So what were you working on today there, Mello? I will be happy to tell you all about what I am doing here, but you know what, first I would love to hear about what you were working on today. Owls do rock. So give me a second. I'll show you my two favorite pins that I have. They come from, oh my gosh, where's the thing? They come from one of my favorite artists, located in, I want to say she's from Calgary, Alberta. Again, just really trying to make sure that I use up this paint before it dries up. Why don't I just put in some anti-dry? Man, brains, I tell you. They are only useful sometimes. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, I have not been streaming up nearly as often as usual. There, Jack. All right. Oh. So, do I have it here? Yeah, here we go. So, first off, you'll probably like this. Sabtastic, that's her name. So, I've got this just hanging. Oh my gosh, I can't see nothing when I do stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's move this. I don't want to get the paper wet, so... So Sabtastic is a remarkable artist, and we've got here a Corvus with a creamer. Cake Day, yeah, Cake Day. But that's not what I wanted to show you. Gannon, you are fine. Kitty, relax. Screaming at the top of his lungs as if I don't feed him. Murr, yeah, you're a little brat. So it's all good. Whoa, double raid! Hello there, Dinky D. Alright, well, suddenly I have a lot more people in my stream than I usually do. Or at least that I have earlier this week. Oh, that's why it's so crowded here. It's because I have my keyboard up here still. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna try and make some more room and try and make my setup actually look nice here. And also this way I can type. So I'm gonna do a big ol' shout out here for Mellow Miniatures first. And do a shout out for Dinky D. Dinky D, what were you doing today? Yeah, Gannon's being a jerk. But he's very beautiful. So, Corvus, these are the two pins. It is an owl with some tea and a crow with coffee. And yes, as you could hear, I have two little kitty cats, and I'm going to scoop one up right now. Gannon. Ugh. All right, Gannon. Gannon, you got to say hello now. You're kind of facing the wrong direction, buddy. You want to run away? Okay, that's okay too. You're playing Until Dawn. Oh, that's nice. Did you do... How did the game go? I should probably add a bit more paint into this. It's gotten a little too runny after doing and Snuggly Kitty. Well, actually, the Snuggly Kitty is this one over here. This is Zelda, who's giving a big ol' yawn. Hey, baby. Yeah. I like birds, but I like cats more. Yeah. Little snuggle. Few jump scares here and there. Oh, that's good. That sounds like you had a proper Until Dawn playthrough then. Cone Kitty, yeah, that is my cat Zelda. She is just in the midst of recovering from some severe allergies that she has. We're going to be getting her tested to identify what the allergies are and see if we can get an allergy treatment started up for her. Because she is a lovely kitty and does not deserve to be suffering from allergies. those nasty allergies. Yeah. Apparently, Mello is claiming all of my cats. Just teasing, just teasing. I'm always happy when people are excited about my cats. If you want stickers or magnets of my cats, I actually have those available. You can find them at mellominis.threadless.com. And there you can find... let me double check that that's the proper link. Yeah, so you can find stickers or magnets. The magnets are especially nice. I tried the transparent stickers. Not a big fan of them. I might actually take the transparent stickers off. I have not tried Threadless's full transparency. I have not tried their just white stickers, though, yet. Because I usually assume just, like, the white sticker is going to be, like, paper. They might be vinyl stickers. I don't know. If they're vinyl stickers, that's awesome. But alas, I can only make orders from them so often because the shipping is so expensive. Zelda is just the sweetest. Nice thing is, so she was quite depressed for a while, but we got her skin infection taken under control, and we've gotten her on antihistamines right now. So right now, Zelda is realistically back to normal, which means that she is clinging to me at all times. She will not leave me alone, which is kind of nice and also a little annoying, but this is how I like her. She is, because this tells me that she feels comfortable again. She feels secure. She feels like the house is her house. The house is safety. You're right, baby. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, little precious. So yeah. Magnets of my kitties. So here's me picturing past kitties after some taxi. Oh my gosh. No, that's fine. Honestly, there is one streamer that I am, I would say at the very least acquaintances with. She is awesome. Jinxed Art. She doesn't have taxidermies of her cats, but she does have their skeletons. And so on her desk is one of her past cats. And you know what? Everyone has their own way of cherishing the memories of their cats. For me, it's going to be photos and paintings. Some people, it's tattoos. And for others, it's keeping their remains. You know? We all have our own way of celebrating those who are no longer with us. Fiddlebird! How's it going, buddy? I'll show you. So Fiddlebird is going to be in my upcoming Alien the RPG campaign. And so right now, these tiles that I'm working on right now, I don't know where I put my completed one. Where did I do it? Is this it? Here we go. So this is how they're coming along so far. They're looking all right. Dum dum dum. Yeah. So, you know, I'm trying to get the dark, moody colors going in on these. The gray looks quite like lavender. Not gray. Purple? The purple looks gray is what I meant to say. While it's wet, it looks like Thanos' skin. But alas, it is not. Thank you for filling out the spreadsheet. I saw the message. I have not checked it yet. But that's going to be super helpful because I don't know if I told you about that before, Fiddlewort. I work like Sunday. I work Sunday to Thursday usually, and like also like some days of the week or some weeks I do like 7 days a week. So I have the weirdest schedule, and then so like just getting to because I saw the first message and I was like, oh, I kind of took for granted like why me and my friends group do this, but if you guys like work like regular hours, like mornings, Monday to Friday, it might seem weird to not just be like, here's the calendar, pick a day. A character mini. Oh man, if you have a sci-fi one, that'd be cool. But I actually have an assortment that I have just to my left right now. So what I was going to do is for our session 0, one of the things we were going to do is we were going to make decide if we were going to go with pre-made characters or if we were going to go with making our own. And I was going to bring a bunch of minis with me and let you guys pick which one that I already have, because I have a buttload of science fiction miniatures for player characters, and then I was going to paint those and try actually do like good jobs. But I mean, if you want to do you and Mia's, all the better. If you have one that you're like, I want to use this mini, and you've got it on hand, that saves me 2 miniatures to paint. But usually I end up painting all of the player minis, just for like cohesion. But I mean, I'm also the one that has the most minis. Most people don't. And most of my players don't bring their own minis, except for like I think Cody, who you will meet. All right, have a good one, Corvus. Lovely getting to meet you. Thanks for the follow again. Jack, I don't know if I got to find out what you were working on today. Did you mention what mini you were painting? JK, I guess I could paint hers. Grumble, grumble. Mia's on her own. I don't know. I mean, it's all up to you, man. I did, but it sped past. Okay. All right. And by the way, for those who are hanging out here with me, as you saw in the chat there, I am raising funds for One Tree Planted. They are a reforestation organization that they're one of the most reputable charities for reforestation. They work on a global scale in collaboration with other reforestation organizations. So when you donate to them, you can actually, if you donate directly to them on their website, I've included the link in the chat bot. You can specify what area of the world you would like your money to go to. For the most part, as a whole, $1 equals 1 tree. So if you're like, hey, I live in, I don't know, Nebraska, and you want to see trees get planted in Nebraska, I don't know if they have Nebraska, but you could go to the United States and then you can pick the state and you can pick the area. You could plant trees in Australia. God knows, after the amount of forest fires they've been having, they need them. British Columbia, like so forth and so forth. Great organization. And if you need the link again to make a donation through my Tiltify for them, it's just !charity, I want to say. I haven't used that in a long time. Might be !fundraiser. But now is one of the best times to be able to make donations like that. It's easier for them to plant trees when the world is not on fire and a literal hazard for them to do their work. It's working on a few different spooky Halloween-themed minis. Ooh, like what? Where it is like painting spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Da, 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 da. I don't know how the song goes. I have recreated as much of the song as I know. Let's see here. Oh, send shiver down your spines. Spooky, scary skeletons. Da 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 da. There we go. There was a horror fantasy podcast that starred Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. And oh man, there's this one part where there's like a guy who goes around and he casts magic, or maybe it's an organization of skeletons. But what they do is they cast spells that make the skeleton in your body want to be free. And so one of the characters who gets the spell cast on them, they describe trying to convince their skeleton to stay inside their body. Whew, it was spooky. 3D printed zombie lady for D&D. And then a Doctor Who, Cybermen. What is it that the Cybermen say? Is it destroy or exterminate? Them and the Dalek have a very similar habit of saying one word, which basically means to eliminate a person, and then they just keep repeating it. One of them is exterminate, exterminate, and the other was like destroy or something. I can't remember. Delete. Exterminate is the Daleks. There we go. Yeah, I haven't watched much Doctor Who since Matt Smith stopped being the Doctor. And then what else we got? Giant floating burning skull from AOS. Severus Snape. Interesting. Man, it is okay for people to still like Harry Potter. I personally can't get past the creator. Like, I know some people can separate the art from the artist. But man, oh man, I am having a hard time with it. There's so many good things that came out of, like, from the fan community with it, and there's so much, like, nostalgia to the books. But I just can't. The Daleks now say seek, locate, destroy. They used to say seek, locate, annihilate. Interesting. Man, I love Doctor Who. Doctor Who's great. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, again, that's why I say, like, I'm not gonna give anyone a hard time on liking her. Just, it's one of those things. I'm like, part of me is envious that people can still enjoy it, because I can't. And I say this with sincerity, like it's genuine envy, because there's a lot of really cool stuff. But all I can think of is like my money going into her pocket, and so I'm just like, no, I don't want to. I can't. Yeah, I remember them saying like "exterminate" during like the oh, what's his name, the David Tennant era. And then later they started saying delete. Is what my old person memory remembers. Gosh, I loved the Matt Smith and David Tennant Doctor Who. Ah, awesome. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, take that. Wow. Headphones, you're doing good today. Gone over 3 hours without having to give me warnings about needing charging. Oh man, I just remembered I've got to like do things like cleaning today. Ugh. The worst. Okay. Yeah, part of me remembers this the Cybermen interchanging, going exterminate, delete, exterminate, like that. And obviously the dog's just going exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. Part of me wants to get like some of the Warlord game things, just to get like one Dalek. Like I just want one. Cleaning on your birthday? What? Yeah, it's a wild thing. Somehow the house doesn't clean itself. Crazy. I think my house is broken. There's a sprue that you can get. Yeah. I tried getting that at the time. It was during their sale. They had a really good sale that was going, and I was going to buy one sprue of Daleks and one or two sprues of like the dirt cheapest skeletons I've ever seen. But when I was trying to go through the shipping, there was an error. And I believe it had to do with Shopify, I think. There was an error that they were having that basically always messed over Canadians. saying that there wasn't a warehouse close enough. That error is probably since gone. Because I remember on Sandy Peterson's website, Peterson Games, they had a thing talking about it, and I was like, this is the worst. Makes me very sad. Never cleans itself. Yeah, right? Where's my self-cleaning house? I would make a joke about, like, where's my robot that cleans my house for me? Except, like, that's what a Roomba is. And I don't have a Roomba, so... I don't know. Twitch, where's my millions of dollars to pay for a Roomba? I don't know how much a Roomba costs. Considered getting one before. Maybe help with all the cat hair. Oh, you don't need to do that. I appreciate it, though. Honestly, it's really okay. I have so many things that I need to paint that I just haven't gotten around to as it stands. So, you know. But thank you. Fine, though. For other things that might be handy, I was saying to some people earlier that I've really come to appreciate the GW washes. I used to think that there wasn't much a difference between washes, and I'm noticing that the viscosity is nicer. But at the same time, I refuse to give GW praise, and I refuse to pay the ludicrous prices that GW puts on things. And I was saying that I am so, like, against giving them more money than I need to, that I am willing to coordinate with my friends in the EU or in the UK so that I never have to pay full price. I know I have one friend who's like, I am okay with, like, going past GW to undercut them, and I was like, excellent. Because, like, obviously, like, there's importing charges and stuff for bringing things in, so, but what was it? It's the, at cheapest, I can get things for 15% less. Nope, no. 17% less than I can if I go directly through GW. But that price point is like the baseline price point of GW in the UK. Talking with one of my friends, there's a shop that he knows that sells, like, I think, like 20% cheaper than the UK GW prices. And he's like, I am okay, like, doing a big order and shipping it to you. And I'm just like, sweet. Because I refuse to pay $150 for a great unclean one. I refuse. Or is it 175? I think it might be 175. It's ludicrous. It costs far too much. It is a hollow piece of plastic. Yeah. Like, I can get an entire team of guys, plus, like, which includes a a Deft Red for the same price as a single Great Unclean one? No. The Great Unclean one doesn't look that incredible to warrant that price. But alas, I have not had that need for so many GW models because I paint a lot of other stuff. Paint a lot of resin things from third-party companies, which are real nice. Oh, the Great Clean one? Yes, I have. It is horrifying. Yeah, that is some cursed imagery that will never leave my mind. Really liking that. That looks nice. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Yeah. Kudos to the person who did that. Although it was certainly like, and again, this kind of goes to like the pricing conversation. To make that conversion out of not a plastic Great Unclean one, but a Forge World one, oh man, they're so expensive to do that. That's like, in Canadian, that's $250 for what is effectively a resin paperweight. Gosh. Meanwhile, you can go on Etsy and get 3D prints of remarkable proxies for Great Unclean ones from different guys or companies like Titan Lord Minis or Rocket Pig Games, or there's what is it, Garmac. I have all three of their Great Unclean one proxies. I love them. I still need to paint up the ones from Garmac and Rocket Pig, but the Rocket Pig one is massive. It's so huge. It looks so great. I have a thing about painting really gross things. It's really fun for me. They're actually my favorite things to paint because I can go ham on them and I don't have to really worry about like things looking tidy. It's a very liberating thing to paint gross things, actually. Gross or like rusty. Oh yeah, the GW. Oh, 175 is without shipping, Jack. Let me double check. It's ludicrously expensive. Because if I recall correctly, it costs me with, if I get like a 15% discount, that's when it costs 150. So if I go Games Workshop, Great Unclean one. In Canadian dollars. Except the cookies. I get in 170. So I can see that the price here. Give me a second. I'll. So you guys can probably see this right here. It's $170. Maybe you guys can't see it. Let me really frickin' unreasonable. Inexcusable. Inexcusable. So yeah, with like the best discounts I can get it for like $150. Yeah, 85 Great British pounds, which is 144 Canadian. and then you decide to check out Forge World. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, no. It's inexcusable, and for a company that doesn't pay their employees properly, that's right. I'm going to bring that up. Doesn't credit artists, doesn't pay their employees, fair wages. No. GW can eat my butt. The only reason I even have this is because I got it in a Conquest magazine subscription where everything is effectively 30% cheaper. And that's the price I'm paying Conquest, not the price that Conquest is paying GW. Sorry, that's the price I'm paying Hachette Collections. Or probably Hachette. Hey, what is that? Red Gator? Nice to meet you. What's your question, Thorcon, about payment thing? So what? Hachette Collections. They're the people who do Warhammer Conquest magazine, and I think Warhammer Indomitus is going to be the next magazine or something like that. You can get like Sisters of Battle, Space Marines, and something. I think Necrons is the next one that they're doing. But I have a subscription for their Conquest magazine. So it's a monthly subscription. I get like 4 magazines. They're $17 a pop. Every one of them comes with miniatures and or paints and or supplies and or terrain, and the price that I pay is only $17 a magazine, and I will sometimes get like $30 or $40 miniatures. In one issue, I need to clarify. Some magazines I don't get a whole lot. Other magazines I get a real good deal. So it works out as a balance. I have the subscription for the newest one. It's so much cheaper. Yeah, exactly, right? And since I like Death Guard, this works out really well for me. Sisters of Battle, they're awesome. I'm not going to call them Indomitus or Sororitas. Sisters of Battle is what I got introduced to the hobby with, and they're awesome. They're super cool. Why would I stop calling them the Sisters of Battle? I think it's empowering. Like, why call them a sorority? That's silly. It doesn't pay their employees properly. Oh, Thorcon, you didn't hear about that? Yeah. A game designer at Games Workshop makes the equivalent of, what was it? I think it was Jack. Did you hear about that? I think it was like 17,000 pounds a year, which is, I'll have to take a look at it. The guy was getting paid 17,000 a year, and then he got raised for 19,000 a year. But he was essentially like just barely scraping by. And this was like the guy that was like designing things like was it Blackreach? Not Blackreach. Maybe it is Blackreach. Like they're actual games. And the problem is that there's so many people that look at working at Games Workshop as a dream job that they're willing to be paid like in bread, effectively. Yeah. And then this news came out around the same time that they mentioned that like all the GW employees got like paid in a bonus, not in money, but in stocks, which is fine, but a bonus is a bonus. It's not a regular thing, so it doesn't balance out the the lack of payment that they receive. They also, again, they discredit artists in that, and I don't mean that they just don't credit artists. There was a captain or lieutenant, chapter master, whichever, for the Black Templar miniature that came out, and it's based off of an old painting that was done for Warhammer, like way back in the day, and they photoshopped the artist's signature out of the original art. They didn't just go to not credit him, they went out of their way to remove his credit. So, as much as the people who work at GW do really incredible things, do great paint jobs, do great sculptures, you know, it's hard to look past the, you know, just insults to injury that the corporation does. Yeah, exactly. Don't make fan videos of our product. Like, what? Like, I can look past them saying don't sell art that uses our intellectual property. You know what? It's their intellectual property. That I'm not going to give them a hard time for that. Other companies do the same thing. That's not a new thing. Dungeons and Dragons does the exact same thing, right? But to say don't go and, like, you're allowed to make fan stories. You're allowed to do all these things, but don't make a fan animation. After they literally went and hired a guy who did a fan animation. In exchange for him removing the fan animation from YouTube. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't treat people great in the sense of, like, their fan communities. That's not terribly new. Once upon a time, I wanted to do YouTube, and I wanted to do, like, Let's Plays and stuff, like, kind of do something like Game Grumps. But Nintendo will... They were very transparent that they will basically copyright strike to demonetize all videos that you did unless you went through one of their 2 license plans, which they would get a share of your earnings, which was super scummy. Super scummy. But you were incentivized to be one partner type over the other, and that they would take less of your earnings if you exclusively did Nintendo video games, which was the rudest things. Hey, Gruffy Bears. Yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours without crashing. Wild. I'm off work today. I have been streaming, I think, for nearly 4 hours. Where do I even see how long I've been streaming? 3 hours and 21 minutes. I don't know. I mean, another day of Milo Mini Stream where we trash talk Games Workshop. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think hey, Thorcon, thanks for the follow. Here's my advice. If you like Games Workshop, go check out One Page Rules' website and go check out the game Grimdark Future. Don't even bother playing Games Workshop. Play a funner game that is free to access the rules. That's right, free. That has more balance, more armies, gets regular patch updates in PDF format, which are free to download off of Google Drive. And if you like Games Workshop models, tell me what army you like. I'll tell you a third-party company that does them better. At least with Nintendo, you could pirate their games. Yeah, Grimdark Future. So me and Fiddleworks went out and both of us live in the same general area. We went out to a store and we played Grimdark Future together and had such a blast. Such a blast. And like, if you want like the full rules, which aren't even necessary, they add a couple of like additional things, like modes of play and a couple of extra actions you can take. But like, it's like $10, $15 to get like the expanded rules PDF. Or you could go on their Patreon and get like a bunch of stuff. They have a Discord server where you can get clarification of the rules. Grimdark Future is super fun. Easy to learn, hard to master. That's how a game should be. You can literally learn while playing it. And like, if you're like, hey, Chris, I really like orcs, go check out Cromlech. Go check out Artel W. Go check out, oh man, who are some of the other ones, orcs that I have? Go check out Mantic Games. Hi, Ganon. Are you hungry? Yes, Thorcon. Grimdark Future, or One Page Rules, does have STL files for certain armies where you can go and print off an entire army. Alright, have fun, Fiddleworth. The only one that I don't have like recommendations for are like some of the armies like Tau. War Games exclusive also has remarkable minis. But yeah, let's see here. You like Nurgle? Go check out. What is it? Duncan Shadow. He's got a bunch of STL files for Nurgle. I have a couple of Plague Demons. I have a couple of them right beside me here. This is a little small, so print at like maybe 115% size. But I like it. Maybe even 150% size. I don't know what percentage it was printed at. What else? Space Marines. I'm sure there's some army that would work just as well. I have no idea. I do know that like you can get a bunch of Space Marine people from Skibber Miniatures. You can get them from Cromlech. You can get them from who else? Skibber, Cromlech. Hi. Who's the other one? Spellcrow. Personally, I really like Skibber Miniatures, a lion-inspired Space Marines. But yeah, and all these companies are also like cheaper. They're cheaper than Games Workshop, but you're probably gonna have to use super glue. Make sure you're well ventilated, otherwise you'll get allergic to it due to overexposure. Timed my message bad again, so reposted. Bedtime. Hey, no worries there, Mello. You have yourselves a wonderful night. Sleep tight. Take care. Thanks for the raid. And I hope you're in good health. But yeah, GW. I'm not a huge fan of them. Defund the GW. Sorry, actually, you know, and after saying that, that is making light of an actual real problem, which is defunding the police. So I take that back. Did not think that one through thoroughly. But yeah, no, go, as I like to usually say, just go show love for some other companies. You'll find there's really cool companies. If you want a list in list form, I have a spreadsheet on my Discord server. Feel free to join my Discord server just to take advantage of my spreadsheet. Oh my gosh, Ganon. He's just walking around screaming. He's hungry. Hi, Ganon. Ganon does have a lot to say. Most of it is probably profound obscenities. Probably thinks that I'm a dictator and that I don't feed him enough. Yep, I can hear him meowing at my partner. Because no one's feeding him right now. That's okay. You know what? I'm almost out of this purple paint. I've been streaming for a while. I could probably call it quits once I run out of this purple. How are you today, Gruffy Bears? I haven't seen you for a while. I have not attended Mikey's streams. I hope all is well for you, mate. Me and the partner were watching a great horror movie, which was Irish made. I don't know if which Ireland made it, but it was something Holes. Really good movie. Like top notch. Didn't have any of the shortcomings of American horror films, which, you know, really a hit and miss with American horror. Not a fan. All right. Nice purple coat on this. Lovely meeting you. It's getting late. Hey, no worries. I am all out of my purple. So I am also going to call her quits. I'm going to go feed my lovely kitties. Yeah. Yeah. Meow. Look at that. They're hungry. So let's see here. You're good getting back into yoga. Your body is shattered. No, that's valid. All right, let's see here. I don't know who's online right now. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, relax, relax, relax. Oh my gosh, kitties. Okay. I'm not even logged in. Of course I'm not logged in. Oh my gosh, kitties. Am I mellow minis or mellow underscore minis? Probably underscore minis. Oh man. Isn't that great? I don't even know my login. No, no, kitty. I know. Gannon, don't agitate her. Okay. Can't even remember my password. I will be astonished if you know my password to the Gruffy Bears. If you give me my passwords too. First, thanks, and B, why do you know it? Let's see here. Okay, I need to like open up my password manager. Zelda, you're fine. Ganon, you're fine too. You're okay. Kitties, oh my gosh. Oh my gab. Oh. Does it say Overlord Ganon? Alright, how do I... Oh, I need to also, like, lower this here so you guys don't see that. Oh my gosh, can't you just, like, reveal? What? That is not... There's no way that's my Twitch password. Okay, you know what? Don't save. Fine, I'll just log in. Zelda, you're fine. No, it was like this huge thing that... Oh wow, that is my password. Yeah, okay, apparently I'm using an auto-generated password. I would never know how to do it. Ew, why is that person contacting me? Wow. Yep. Screw that guy. Yeah. There's a guy that harasses other streamers, and my good friend contacted me, letting me know about it, and so I blocked him. Now he messaged me. He's like, why did you block me? I've never had a bad interaction with you. It's like, well, maybe because you sexually harass women on the internet. Jerk. Anyways. Screw that guy. Let's see. Who is there to raid? Let's go raid End Trouble. End Trouble is just lovely. So, I will let you guys all go. I hope you have a great time with End Trouble. Go give her a follow if you're not already. She's just a rad, rockin' person. And yeah.